Hello friends, and welcome back to Everyday Cooking with Mum and me. Today we are going to be making a cheesy spinach and paneer puff pastry. Cheesy spinach and paneer puff pastry is certainly very delicious. A great item to keep in hand in the freezer in case you have unexpected company or need a quick yet impressive brunch dish. This recipe is also quite healthy as it contains spinach, which is full of iron, and paneer, which is full of protein. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started! So for a cheesy spinach and paneer puff pastry today, we will need 200 grams of finely chopped and washed spinach, 150 grams of grated paneer, 50 grams of coriander, 50 grams of grated cheddar cheese, 1 teaspoon ground black pepper, 2 teaspoons of chili flakes, 1 tablespoon of garlic paste, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon cumin seeds, 1 teaspoon nigella seeds, also known as kalonji, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and a puff pastry. Now we're going to take a heated pan and add in 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You can use any cooking oil if you wish. This is just to add a nice taste. Then we're going to add in our cumin seeds and half of our nigella seeds. We're going to use the other half in garnishing at the end. Along with our garlic paste. Then we're going to saute it for around 30 seconds. Once your garlic has been sauteed for a good 30 seconds, then we're going to add in our spinach and our coriander. Along with salt, pepper, and chili flakes. Then we're going to mix it well and cook it for a couple of minutes. So once your spinach is nicely cooked, we're going to add in our paneer. We've grated this paneer. You can add in small cubes or pieces of paneer as well. Then we're going to mix it well. Once you've mixed it well, we're going to turn off the heat and let it cool down on a room temperature before we add in our cheddar cheese. So whilst our spinach and paneer mixture is cooling, we're going to lay out our pastry. We are using a ready-made one, but obviously you can make one at home as well. This is our puff pastry. We're just going to sprinkle some nigella seeds, also known as kalonji. And we're just going to roll it in so they're nicely pressed inside. And then we're going to flip it over. We're just going to cut them into some pieces. So our mixture has cooled down to room temperature. We're going to add in our grated cheddar cheese and just mix it in. This is just so that the cheese doesn't melt before we put the pastry into the oven. Once this is all mixed in nicely, we're going to start filling in our pastries. So we're just going to put a spoonful of our mixture into the middle. Don't overstuff it, otherwise it might come out of the pastry or open up whilst we're cooking it. Then we're just going to take some milk and brush the corners. This is so that it sticks together nicely. And we're just going to take the four corners and stick it together like this. You can shape it a little bit as well, so it looks nice as well. In the same way, we're going to do the rest. You can just seal all the pockets by pressing the dough a little bit. And in the same way, we're going to do the rest. So you can just gently join it together. If you like our videos, then please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more amazing recipes. So we've put all of our pastries into a tray. We're just going to brush a little bit of milk on top so they don't get burned. And then we're going to put it in a preheated oven on 180 degrees for around 20 minutes. So it's been 20 minutes and we're going to take it out of the oven. As you can see, it's nicely done and it looks really delicious. Now it's time for plating. If you like our videos, then please don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment, share with friends and family, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing videos. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Happy cooking!
Hello friends, and welcome back to Everyday Cooking with Mum and me. Today we are going to be making a mixed vegetable with paneer. This is a very simple and healthy sabji recipe, prepared mainly with your choice of vegetables and paneer, also known as cottage cheese. This can be eaten with Indian breads like chapatis or parathas, or with puris and rice. If you have a party or have planned to make an Indian menu, paneer mixed vegetable is always a hit. This recipe is loved by kids as well as grown-ups. So without further ado, let's get cooking! Today we will need 150 grams of peas, 200 grams of cottage cheese, 70 grams of spinach, 2 tablespoons olive oil, 3 big peppers, 1 big chopped tomato, 2 big chopped onions, 1 tablespoon dry fenugreek leaves, also known as kasturi methi, 1 teaspoon amchur powder, also known as dry mango powder, 2 tablespoons grounded peanuts, 1 tablespoon of a ginger and garlic paste, 1 tablespoon sesame seeds, and my mum's special spice box. Now we've got a heated pan and we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of our olive oil. Then once it's heated a little bit, we're going to add in 1 teaspoon cumin seeds and 1 teaspoon mustard seeds. Then we're going to let them pop. Once they've started popping, we're going to add in our sesame seeds. We're going to give it a little mix. And then add in our chopped onion. Along with our ginger and garlic paste. Then we're going to saute it. As you can see, now the onion has turned a little translucent, we're going to add in our tomatoes and then saute it for a couple of minutes. Now that the onion and the tomatoes are nicely sauteed and the oil has separated, although we are trying to use a little bit of less oil in this recipe, as it is a stir-fry recipe. Then we're going to add in our pepper. As you can see, we've got some different coloured bell peppers to just give it a nice colourful look, but you can add in just one colour of peppers as well. Then we're just going to mix it well. Add in 1 teaspoon of salt, then give it a little mix and cook it for a couple of minutes. Now that our pepper has turned a little soft, we're going to add in our boiled peas and our cubed paneer. This paneer is adding a lot of protein to our recipe. And then we're going to mix it well. Wow, this smells so delicious and looks so colourful as well. Once you've mixed it well, we're going to add in our dry fenugreek leaves and we're just going to crush it like this for extra flavour. Then we're going to add in our amchur powder, also known as dry mango powder, and mix it well. Then we're going to cook it for a couple of minutes. Once it's cooked nicely, we're going to add our spinach, which we have washed and chopped. Once again, mix everything well. Spinach doesn't take time to cook, so it will be nicely cooked soon. And we're cooking the spinach with its own water as well, which will boost its flavour. Then we're going to mix in our grounded peanuts and all the other spices. 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 2 teaspoons of coriander powder, and half a teaspoon of red chilli powder. Then we're going to mix it well. This recipe is really healthy as we have lots of vegetables and of course the paneer adds a nice amount of protein too. As you can see, everything is nicely mixed and looks really colourful. This recipe is full of nutrients, iron and protein. Now it's time for plating! Wow, this looks so delicious. I can't wait to try it. If you like this video, then please don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment, share with friends and family, subscribe,
and hit that notification bell for more videos. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Happy cooking!
Hello friends, today we are going to be making dal bati. Dal bati is an authentic Rajasthani dish that is loved and adored by the locals as well as the tourists. It is not just the taste of the dish, but it is also the way it is eaten, which reflects the culture and the heritage of Rajasthan. Dal is a very good source of protein, iron, fibre, and it also helps to lower cholesterol levels and control sugar levels. Whereas bati is made using whole wheat flour and is cooked with just little oil. This is a very easy and filling recipe. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started!
For our dal bati, we will need 50 grams of split green dal, 50 grams of split dried tur dal, 50 grams of split yellow dal, 50 grams of split urad dal, 50 grams of whole black lentil, 1 big chopped tomato, 1 big chopped onion, 1.5 tablespoons of a ginger and garlic paste, 4 tablespoons of ghee, 50 grams of semolina, 1 teaspoon of amchur powder, also known as dry mango powder, 1 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds, 1 teaspoon of dry fenugreek leaves, also known as kasturi methi, 1 teaspoon garam masala, 250 grams of whole wheat flour, 5 tablespoons of oil, 1 teaspoon of asafoetida powder, also known as hing, half a teaspoon of carom seeds, 1 stick of cinnamon, 2 bay leaves, 2 dry red chillies, 2 star anise, 2 black cardamoms, a few dry curry leaves, half a teaspoon of whole coriander seeds, and 4 to 5 cloves. Not to forget my mum's special spice box. So we've soaked all of our 5 dals for about 5 to 6 hours in warm water. This is how it should look after 6 hours. You wash them 3 to 4 times and then soak them in warm water, then cover it and keep it aside for 5 to 6 hours, or you can do it overnight as well if that's easier. So we are going to be making our dal in an instant pot, but you can do the same procedure and do it in a pressure cooker as well. So we're just going to put the instant pot on and then put it on the saute mode for around 10 minutes. Then we're going to add in around 3 tablespoons of oil into it. And about 1 tablespoon of ghee as well. Then we're just going to let the ghee melt, and then we're going to add in all of our spices and dry ingredients. So now our ghee has melted, we're going to add in our fenugreek seeds, then we're going to add in a teaspoon of cumin seeds and a teaspoon of mustard seeds, and then add in all of our dry spices, star anise, black cardamom, dry curry leaves, whole coriander seeds and cloves. Along with our dry red chillies, bay leaves, cinnamon stick, and then add in our ginger and garlic paste. We're going to mix everything well. Then add in 1 teaspoon of hing, also known as asafoetida powder. Along with our 1 big chopped onion. Then just give that a good mix. We're going to saute it for around a couple of minutes. So our onion has started to turn a little bit of translucent, so we're going to add in our juicy tomato, and then we're going to mix that well and saute it for another couple of minutes. Once your onions and tomatoes are nicely sauteed, we're going to add in the rest of our spices. So our dry fenugreek leaves, garam masala, 1 teaspoon amchur powder, also known as dry mango powder, salt. We're adding in 2 teaspoons of salt, but you can add it as per your taste. 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 3 teaspoons of coriander powder. As you can see, this is really starting to get colourful now. 1 teaspoon of red chilli powder. Mix everything well. At this point, you can add in a little bit of water to make sure all of your spices mix well nicely. And then we're going to add in our dal, all of our mixed lentils, we'll just give it a little mix, and then we're going to add in some water. So we've added around half a litre of water. You just need a little bit extra as it's going to be pressure cooked. This is a good time to give it a taste test. Wow, ours is just perfect. Then we're going to put the lid on and make sure the valve is on the sealing position, not the venting position. And then we're going to put it on pressure cooker for about 20 minutes. So it's been 20 minutes. You have to make sure that you put the valve on the venting position to release all the extra pressure. So once the pressure has been released, open the Instant Pot. Give it a little mix, and as you can see, it looks nicely cooked and really delicious. So now our dal is ready. It smells really delicious. You're getting a nice aroma coming through. Now our dal is ready and it's time to start making our baddies. Now our dal is ready, we're going to start making our baddies, and for that we will need 5 cups of wheat flour, 2 tablespoons semolina, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon carom seeds, and 1.5 tablespoons of ghee. You can use oil instead of ghee as well. So we're going to add our wheat flour. Our 2 tablespoons of semolina, salt, 1 teaspoon of carom seeds, and ghee. Then we're going to mix everything well. If you like our videos, then please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more amazing recipes. As you can see, we've mixed everything well, and we've got an enough amount of ghee as well, as if you're trying to make a fist, then it will stick together a little bit like this. So that's a good amount of ghee. Now we're going to add in a little bit of water to just get all the ingredients together. We're going to make a little bit of a hard dough. It shouldn't be very soft because we're going to make baddies out of it. So as you can see, our dough is ready and we've made it a little bit tough and hardened because that's the texture we need for our baddies. Finally, we're just going to add in around 1 tablespoon of olive oil and then knead it in to make our dough a little smooth. So as you can see, our dough is really nice and it's ready. It's nice and smooth as well. But make sure it's a bit hard because otherwise our baddies won't form nicely in their shape. Then we're going to cover it and let it rest for around 20 minutes. It's been 20 minutes and we're going to make equal parts. We're dividing them into 4 equal parts and then making them into small balls like this. And in the same way, we're going to make the rest of our balls. There is a little trick that we're going to show you. So if you press it a bit, then make a plus sign with your finger, then roll it again. Now as you can see, there's a little crack here where you can just make a little hole and then you can put some ghee at the end if you like. So this is how we're going to cook them. As you can see, we've just put a little bit of ghee in our dal baddies, and then we're going to cover it and cook it on a low flame for a couple of minutes and then turn them around. So it's been around 5 minutes and we're going to have a look. So you just need to flip them around. So as you can see, they're nicely done on one side. So we're just going to turn them around like this. And that way we're going to turn all of them. So we've turned all of them, and as you can see, they've turned a nice golden brown colour on one side. The same way we're going to cover it and let it cook for another 5 minutes for the other side. So it's been another 5 minutes. As you can see, they're nicely cooked on both sides. You can just use a spoon or something like that to help you turn them around. Now it's time for plating. If you like these videos, then please don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment, share with friends and family, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing videos. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Happy cooking! Hello friends, and welcome back to Everyday Cooking with Mum and me. Today we are going to be making a buffed methi puri. Puri in India is not just any dish, it's a sentiment. Puris are eaten with breakfast, lunch or dinner. They are associated with everyday casual lunches or for special occasions and festivals. Those puffed up beauties are indeed such a greatly versatile dish. Everyone loves them, adults and children alike. They have some sort of magnetic force which pulls us to them. Puris come in all sorts of flavours, and methi puri is a special one. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started! So for our methi puri today, we will need 250 grams of whole wheat flour, 1 teaspoon of sesame seeds, 1 teaspoon of carom seeds, also known as ajwain, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 bowl of freshly chopped and washed fenugreek leaves, also known as methi, 2 tablespoons of cooking oil, plus another 200 ml of oil to fry the puris, 2 tablespoons of semolina, also known as suji, and warm water as required. So we're going to make our dough, and for that we're going to add our sesame seeds, our ajwain, also known as carom seeds, salt, fenugreek leaves, which we've chopped and washed, and semolina, also known as suji. We need semolina to get that nice little crunch in our methi puris. And finally we're going to add in our oil. Mix everything well. So once all of your ingredients are mixed well, it's time to add in some water to combine all the ingredients. We don't need a soft or really hard dough, we need to get it kind of in the middle. So now we're going to make our dough. So we've used around 250 ml of water, and this is how your dough should look. We don't need it to be too soft or too hard. And now we're going to add in the tablespoon of oil, and we're going to make it into a nice smooth dough. So now we have a nice and smooth dough. So this is how the consistency should be. It shouldn't be too soft or too hard. If you don't get the right consistency of dough, then your puris won't become fluffy. Now we're going to leave it aside for 20 minutes. So we're going to cover it and let it rest. So we've let it rest for around 20 minutes. Now we're just going to knead it a little and then make equal sized balls. You can take a portion of it, then divide it into equal parts. Then we're going to roll it. We don't want these parts to be too big or too small, just around this size. So if you just press it down and make a shape like this, then it will be nice and easy to roll out. If you like our videos, then please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more amazing recipes. So once you have divided them into equal parts, we're going to roll them out. We're going to make it into a medium-sized puris. You can make it a little bigger or a little smaller, it's up to you. You don't have to roll it very thin or very thick. It needs a medium thickness as well, just like this. If it goes really thin, then it won't puff up. And the same thing will happen if it's too thick as well. So this way we're going to roll all of them. So once you've rolled all your puris, it's time to fry them. So we're going to check if the oil is nicely hot. So we're just going to take a little piece of our dough and put it in. If it comes up straight away, then that means the oil is at a good temperature to fry the puris. So we're just going to take this out. So our oil is ready to cook now. So we're going to put in one puri at a time, and we're just going to gently press it a couple of times. Then let it puff up. Once it's nicely done, we can just turn it around and let it cook for another 20 seconds. Then you can turn it and check. And then just remove all the excess oil. And to do that, just do it like this. And then we're going to place it into a tissue paper, which will suck up all the excess oil. In the same way we're going to do all of the rest of our puris. The main thing is just to gently press it a couple of times and wait for it to puff up. Then once it's completely done, you can turn it around to make sure it's nicely cooked from all sides. And the same way, you can slant it a little bit to get rid of the oil and remove it into a tissue paper. So in the same way, we've done all of our puris, and now it's time for plating. If you like our videos, then please don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment, share with friends and family, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing videos. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Happy cooking!
Hello friends, and welcome back to Everyday Cooking with Mum and me. Today we are going to be making theplas or masala chapatis. Theplas or masala chapatis are delicious flatbread made from fresh fenugreek leaves, whole wheat flour and gram flour. These theplas are light as well as healthy and can be munched any time of the day. This is a very good way to incorporate some greens in the diet, along with fenugreek
You can add some other grains like spinach or coriander. You can make this thepla or masala roti for breakfast, or you can take it for packed lunches or picnics. This can be served with plain yogurt, pickle, butter or any of your favourite chutneys. So without any further ado, let's get cooking!
Today we will need 250 grams of wheat flour, 2 tablespoons of gram flour, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon of a ginger, garlic and chilli paste, 4 to 5 tablespoons sunflower oil, 1 tablespoon sugar, 2 tablespoons dry fenugreek leaves, 1 tablespoon sesame seeds, half a teaspoon of hing, also known as asafoetida powder, and 3 tablespoons of plain yogurt. We're going to start off by making our dough, and for that we're going to add in our wheat flour first, followed by our gram flour, sugar. You can also use jaggery instead of sugar, our ginger, garlic and chilli paste. For this paste we used 3 garlic cloves, 1 small piece of ginger and 1 green chilli, 2 tablespoons of dry fenugreek leaves, also known as kasturi methi, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, salt to taste, 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds, 3 tablespoons of plain yogurt, half a teaspoon of asafoetida powder, also known as hing, 2 tablespoons of our sunflower oil to make the dough, and we're going to leave the rest for our theplas later. $50 ml of water to bring all of our ingredients together. Then we're going to mix it well. You can add in a little bit of more water once you've mixed it a little bit if you think you'll need it. As you can see, we've mixed it nicely, but we will need to add a little bit more water. So we're going to add another 50 ml and then mix it again nicely. So this is the consistency we need for our masala rotis. We're just going to transfer it into a bowl and then knead it a little bit. As you can see, our dough is not too soft and not too hard. We're just going to take a little bit of oil into our hands and then knead our dough a little bit, so then we have a nice and smooth dough. Now, as you can see, it looks like a proper dough for some lovely theplas. We're just going to cover it and let it rest for around 10 minutes, and then we'll make our masala rotis or theplas. So it's been around 15 minutes and we've let the dough rest. Now we're going to make some balls of around this size. And then we're going to roll it into some dry wheat flour so that it doesn't stick to your rolling board. We'll just roll it a little bit, and then once you reach this size, we're going to dust it in some dry wheat flour again. If you like our videos, then please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more amazing recipes. We want to make this masala roti with a nice width, and that would be a thepla which isn't very thick but isn't very thin either. So it would be something like this. In the same way, we're going to make the rest of our theplas. Take a little bit of dough, make it into a ball, press it down a little bit, dust it in some dry wheat flour, and then roll it a little bit. Then we're going to dust it in some dry wheat flour again, and roll it again. We're going to make sure that we have a really nice width in all of our theplas. I think this is going to be really tasty. As you can see, it's not too thick and not too thin. Now it's time to cook them. So now we're going to take a pan. It can be a flat pan or a pan like this. Then we're going to let it heat a little and put on our rolled thepla on it. This is a masala roti, so you can have it by itself or with some curry, sauces, pickle, yogurt, or even with green chutney. There is a link in the description box which is the recipe for this delicious green chutney. So we'll let it cook on one side for around 30 seconds, and once you can see some bubbles on it, then you can flip it over and put some oil on one side. You can use butter or ghee as well. Then we'll flip it around again. You want it to be on a high flame. Press it on all sides so it cooks evenly. Then turn it around and do the same. You only need half a teaspoon of oil for each masala roti. As you can see, it's nicely done from both sides. So in the same way, we're going to cook the rest of our theplas, and then it's time for plating. Wow, this looks so delicious. If you haven't already, then please go and check out our channel, which is Everyday Cooking with Mum and Me. There's a link in the description box which takes you to the home page of our cooking channel. If you like this video, then please drop a like, leave a comment, share with friends and family, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing videos. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Happy cooking! Hello friends, and welcome back to Everyday Cooking with Mum and Me. Today we're going to be making stuffed baby onions, also known as shallots. In this recipe, we're going to make different and tasty stuffed baby onions, also known as shallots. This recipe is made by stuffing a gram flour based masala inside the onions. This is very easy to make and can be enjoyed with chapatis or with rice. Its gravy is very simple and yet very, very tasty. So let's get cooking and get ready for a delightful dinner. Today we will need 8 to 10 curry leaves, half a tablespoon of nigella seeds, 4 cloves, 1 teaspoon of hing, also known as asafoetida powder, 3 garlic cloves,
1 teaspoon amchur powder, also known as dry mango powder, 1 teaspoon garam masala, 1 tablespoon dry fenugreek leaves, also known as kasturi methi, 1 teaspoon sesame seeds, 1 teaspoon cumin powder, 1 big finely chopped tomato, 2 tablespoons grounded peanuts, 2 tablespoons gram flour, 3 tablespoons sunflower oil, my mum's special spice box, and 300 grams of baby onions. First of all, you've got to take the skin off your baby onions. As you can see, we've already done that. And then we're going to just make a cross sign or a plus sign into our baby onions. We're just going to make a slit to go around halfway through. We're not going to go all the way through the onion. And this way, we're going to make a slit in all of our onions. Now we're going to make our stuffing, and for that we will need to add in our gram flour, sesame seeds, cumin powder, dry fenugreek leaves, dry mango powder, garam masala, and crushed peanuts. Then we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon turmeric powder, half a teaspoon red chilli powder, 2 teaspoons of coriander powder, and then we're going to mix it well. Then once you've mixed it well, we're going to add in around 1 tablespoon of oil, along with around 2 tablespoons of water. And then we're going to mix it in. We want our consistency to be like a paste, so then we can stuff it into our baby onions. Once you've mixed it well and your paste looks a bit like this, we're going to take our baby onions and then we're going to stuff it in. It would be easier to stuff it in with the help of a spoon, as the spoon can go in as well. And then we're just going to stuff all of our baby onions. So now we've stuffed all of our baby onions, and as you can see, we've got a little bit of batter left, which we're going to use when we're cooking the sabji. Now we're going to take a heated pan and add in 1 tablespoon of oil. Then once it's heated, we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of our cumin seeds and 1 teaspoon mustard seeds, along with our nigella seeds, cloves, and dry curry leaves. As you can see, we've got dry curry leaves, but you can add in fresh ones if you've got those too. Then we're going to add in our 3 garlic cloves, 1 teaspoon of hing, and just saute it. We're just going to saute it until our garlic turns a little brown. As you can see, the garlic has turned a little brown now, so we're going to add in our juicy tomatoes. And we're just going to saute it for a couple of minutes. If you like our videos, then please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more amazing recipes. Once your tomatoes have gone a little bit soft, it's time to add in our stuffed baby onions. And then we're going to add in our paste. Then we'll add in around half a cup of water. And just give it a little mix. We're going to cover it and cook it on a low to medium flame for around 7 to 8 minutes. Now it's been 7 minutes and it smells so yummy. I can't wait to try this sabji. We'll just give it another mix. As you can see, now it's starting to really look like a proper yummy sabji. Now we're going to let this cook on a low flame for a couple of minutes. As you can see that now the oil has started to separate on the top layer. This tells us that the onions and the batter have cooked nicely. And now it's time for plating. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, then please drop a like, leave a comment, share with friends and family, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Happy cooking!
Hello friends, and welcome back to Everyday Cooking with Mum and Me. Today we're going to be making a coconut burfi. This coconut burfi is one of the best treats. You get chewy, soft, juicy, desiccated coconut that's perfectly rich, moist and sweetened with condensed milk. This is a perfect recipe for parties, festivals, or any get-togethers, as you can make big amounts of this coconut burfi in the same amount of time. This recipe is very quick, easy, and loved by everyone. So without any further delay, let's get cooking! So for our coconut burfi today, we will need 300 grams of shredded coconut, an extra 50 grams of our shredded coconut for garnishing at the end, 4 ground cardamoms, 1 tablespoon of tea, 5 to 6 shredded almonds for garnishing, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a couple of cups of red seed puree, and 300 ml of condensed milk. Then we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of ghee into a heated pan. just going to let it melt. Then we're going to add in our coconut, and we're just going to dry roast it. We're going to do this on a low-to-medium flame, and we have to continuously stir it. We're going to do this for 2 to 3 minutes until we get a little bit of a nice coconut aroma, and our coconut changes colour. As you can see, now our coconut has got a little bit of golden brown colour. We're going to add in our crushed green cardamom, and we're just going to mix it a little bit before we add in our condensed milk. And then we're going to mix it well. Now that we have mixed our condensed milk and well, it's time to add in our vanilla extract. We're just going to add in our 1 teaspoon. This is completely optional, it's just for flavour. Now we're just going to mix it in. Once we've mixed it well, we're going to divide it in half and transfer half of it into a bowl. We're doing this so that we can colour half of our coconut black and white, and you can have a nice variation of the two, and they'll look really nice as well. The this half is going to be white, and this half we're going to colour our blood. So we're just going to add in our half a teaspoon of blood colour. You don't need a lot, but you can make it a bit darker or lighter if you'd like. And then we've got to mix it really well. So I've mixed in the food colour, and it should look something like this. So first, we're going to take our white mixture and put it into the greased baking tray, which we have greased with some ghee. So we're going to take our white coconut wafer and spread it out in our greased tray. It would be nice and easy just to spread it out with your hands. So we're going to take half of our tray with white coconut wafer, and the other half is going to be our lemon and coconut wafer. If you like these videos, then please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for amazing recipes. Now we're going to do the same with our white coconut wafer. So we're just going to put it into the tray, and then spread it out nicely with our hands. And to make it nice and even, as you can see, we've divided the two colours nicely and placed them down line in as well. Now we're going to garnish it with 50 grams of coconut. We're going to sprinkle it on top. And then on the black one, we're going to garnish it with our shredded almonds. This looks so delicious and tempting as well. I'll just put it down a little bit to make it stick to the methi. And now we're going to cut our coconut methi into little pieces. You can put it into any pieces of your choice. You can do some squares, wiggling diamonds. So we're just going to put some diagonal lines. You can also make these into round little balls if you wish to make little lip gloss. Now it's time for plating. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, then please drop a like, leave a comment, share with friends and family, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos. Bye for now, thanks for watching, happy cooking!